Mike from the Beaten Trail. We are headed up to New Hampshire. Probably one of our last snowmobile adventures, and we are on our way up to meet Brian and team to do a little bit of riding and a little bit of last enjoyment of snow. Sean got all the cabins set up, and it was centrally located near the town, fuel, and, well, we had groceries right across the street, so we had everything that we needed.
I want one. A real live one. You know, that'd be sick.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, very nice. Before we mess the
Tear it
place
up.
up.
Before we get all our gear
That's right.
piled up.
Exactly.
This isn't bad.
Nice.
Yeah? Yeah, nice little room. Very nice. Yeah, give it a good shake out.
Very nice.
All right, we are here in the cabin.
Made it.
And we're here at Mountain View Cabins and Campground. Very nice, very nice. That'll work. Sean brought up 3 Yamahas, and we'd be able to take these out on the snow. We already had ridden Can-Am and Polaris units this season, and now it was time for the Yamahas.
The wood broke. Haven't had that happen yet.
You're just supposed to have like dry feet. That's all. I mean, you're not galloping in it. Well, maybe you are, but
I mean, I might want to though.
you want to get out to get this out. You don't want like shoes. Your shoes will really suck in the mud, and you'll be miserable the whole way home.
Absolutely.
You'll be like, hey, Mike, can I borrow those boots for the ride home? And I'll mail them home to you.
Hey, tomorrow. Can I?
But yeah, no, that'll work.
So we have extra storage.
And there's no storage under. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Certainly, getting to the end of the season, there was a lot of mud and dirt, and I cringed every time I could hear the carbides on the pavement. But once we got over and got some gas, we were ready to go for a little ride. Yeah, definitely not good on the pavement. Night rides are fun, but you really can't see the shadows and all of the snow conditions. I'll take the daytime, thank you. We packed light, and we had different layers on because we knew the temperatures would be hitting 50 or 60 degrees. Getting towards the end of the season, again, some snow melt, but it was only a 10-minute ride over to the dealership. We'd meet up with a large group of vintage snowmobiles and take a ride up to the Canadian border. We were excited, and it was the perfect day for the event. Looks like we're here at the event. Everybody's getting ready to run to the Canadian border. Everybody's There were several groups of different types of vintage snowmobiles, and some of them were really older style, but throughout the day we would see many of them, sometimes stopping off to just relax. We also had our Insta360 going, so if you want to see a separate stat-filled video of that, we have that on our channel as well. But overall, just a great day, perfect time to be out and enjoy the last few weeks of the snow in New Hampshire. Several stops along the way, and we're able to chat with people and hand out some stickers and see all the unique rides. We recorded everything on our phone on Polaris Ride Command. As always, we're able to extract this track and put it up for your viewing or to see how many miles we did. And occasionally, you'd find some clothing out on the trail and someone dropped it on the way. So here we are at the Canadian border. Thought we'd take a ride up here. Thank you again, Sean and Brian, for bringing us up here. There we go. There's the Canadian border. If you want to transition through customs, you use the intercom there, and you pretty much say, "I'm coming to Canada." So we're just on the New Hampshire side here. You know, just a little bit of travel. You got the drone going. Waiting for the rest of the group to get here. There's a big group charity run that is happening. So hey guys, what do you think of Canada?
Nice.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Nice.
I mean, it is cleaner than the US.
Yeah, the snow's nicer over there.
I mean, it's 100%.
It's Canadian snow.
It's cleaner,
I mean,
dude. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey there, it's Mike from the Beaten Trail. We're here at Granite State Power in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, and we're here and we just did the charity run for
the original vintage ride.
the original vintage ride, classic.
Vintage snowmobiles.
Excellent. Good. And you can introduce yourselves here.
I'm Paul Burrow. This is my wife, Wanda Burrow.
Okay. And how long have you been here as an Articat dealer?
We've been a Articat dealer since 1986 in Pittsburgh. We had a dealership down in Derry, New Hampshire that we did repairs and stuff like that. My father did. My father started it all.
Excellent. Okay, good. It's your sales and full service, pretty much Articat only?
No, we do all kinds of repairs if we have time. Most of the time we try to take care of our cat customers and keep them going, but if we have time we sneak in other brands. This is the 5th year running of the vintage ride. The first year we did it to celebrate my father's 80th birthday party, and it just boomerang from there.
Okay, and it looked like you had a good amount of people taking a ride up to the border.
Yep.
We had at least 80 plus. Yeah.
Nice.
Riders. We had them all sign a guest book for us.
Yep.
Yeah. No, so it was about 32 miles or something
Yep,
like that.
32 miles
We
up
we
and
we got some B-roll we'll stick in there, and then it was a perfect day. I mean, it's got to be like 60 degrees out here, and it was a little slushy and mashed potatoes on the way back, but
Oh yeah.
but it was good. It's great.
It was better than last year. Last year we were on rocks and stones, so no, it was perfect.
Now, some of the classics that showed up here, we'll show some on video. But were there some particular ones? I think I saw a John Deere out there.
Yeah, we had a John Deere. There was quite a few 303 Wankel Panthers and Lynxes. A lot of Panther 440 fan cools. We had a 295 Wankel. A lot of different brands. A lot of Yamahas came along. A lot of good sleds.
Yeah, no, I saw them out there, and they all, I think, almost 100% made it back.
Yeah,
maybe
still,
some ran out of fuel.
They're still retrieving some.
So when the snow melts, what other products do you sell here? We saw side by side and some ATVs out here.
Yeah, we have ActiveTrack ATVs and side by sides. Those sell good in the beginning of the year, and then once everybody gets going and they get riding,
Yeah.
it seems to shut down a little.
Now
for the
you
most part.
do have some trails here,
Oh yeah.
and are they like DCNR state trails or?
A lot of it's on private land,
Okay.
but most of it is state funded. Exactly how many miles of trail?
Yeah, we haven't really ridden too much in New Hampshire. I know we were at Jericho before.
Yep.
But I know we're pretty far north up here, so.
Yep.
But everybody's always asking for where can we ride, so that's why we try to come up
Yeah.
here. But so as far as the event goes, had some hot dogs and hamburgers for everybody there.
Yep.
Thank you very much. It was a great turnout and a perfect day. So we do appreciate
We're glad
everything.
everybody showed up. We're glad everybody came.
We send a huge thank you to everybody for the donations for everything. We're going to donate all our proceeds that we got from today to half to Camp Snowmo and half to the Project Purple, which is for pancreatic cancer, for our friend Kim that so graciously donated the coins that we have in memory of my father-in-law, which we dedicate this year's ride to.
Well, everybody had a good time. For the memory of everybody who's it's made for. It was a great day.
Yep.
It was a great
It was a
day.
wonderful day.
No, we thank everybody for showing up and hope to see everybody next year.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much for putting it all together. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody that came out today. And when you see your friends, you tell them they missed a good ride. So this is a memorial ride for Dave Burrow. Woo! If anybody here had never had a chance to meet Dave Burrow, one of the nicest guys you want to meet. I was lucky enough to know him and his wife when they lived down below. His wife, Jean, was a sweetheart. She was 99 miles an hour. So when they moved up and they bought the Powderhorn, we used to go there and stay. And Dave had the little garage across the way, wrenching on stuff. And then they built all this. They started putting up log cabins. And they've been a cat dealer how many years, Paul?
1986.
1986. So Paul's mother, Jean, she was a pistol. Back in the 80s, she became a selectman in Pittsburgh. Now, you're up in Pittsburgh. A woman selectman isn't something they've had. So Frank Johnson, if anybody's been around town, used to live up the road here, he was a selectman. So I said to Frank one day, I says, how's Jeannie to work with as a selectman? He says, Chappie, you wouldn't believe it. The only woman I ever met that had a set of balls. She don't back down from anybody. So over the years, they've built this place. They'll stay open late at night for people, help people out. I ride a Yamaha, and I needed my carburetors cleaned the other day. I came right down, and they're good to the old people, too. So some of us old people, we got a second chance around here. They've progressed with ActiveTrack. Everybody, ActiveTrack's going out of business. Well, you sold how many this year?
100.
Yeah, we had people. Guy came up from Warner, New Hampshire the other day, bought a new 858, and he said he's $900 cheaper than anybody. And he wasn't an old guy like me.
Dollars on the table? I don't think so. I think we lied to Neil. Go with that.
So,
Just go with it, Neil.
I think he screwed you in the morning and passed the savings on to the other guy. How's that work? But anyway, the Burrow family really appreciate you all coming out. Grab something to eat. I think there's a cooler hiding someplace, a little stress fluid in it if you can find it. Take away all the stress. Get you through to the chiropractor on Monday to fix your back from riding them vintage sleds. When they left, I watched them go across the road. I had back spasms just watching.
Just watch.
But again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and keep Dave and Jeannie in your hat because they were great people. And let's keep this thing going. Do it again next year?
Yep.
Thank you guys. Thank everyone.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you once again, Sean and Brian, for coordinating and helping out with the ride. It was a great time. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who is a Patreon member, who helps to support the channel. We welcome you to send us a note once you join on the second month. You can send us your address. We'll get you out some free merch. As of right now, we are still sending out wool caps embroidered. Once the weather gets nicer, we'll be switching over to caps. So standard baseball caps, similar to this, but with the YouTube logo on it as well. So anyway, thanks again for watching. We do appreciate your support, and be sure to click on our Amazon links before you go shopping. It helps to support the channel. And if you have any suggestions or recommendations for new videos, please send us a comment, leave us a note, and you can also always email us at thebeatentrailllc@gmail.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you out there on the trail. Thanks. Thank you to our sponsors, Ride Royal Blue, as well as the Potter County ATV UTV Club and Lit Industries. Reach out to Pine Grove Yamaha for sales and service and so much more. Thank you AOAA for sponsoring the Beaten Trail. Thank you to all our partners. We appreciate having you along for the ride. Be sure to check out our store for merchandise, shirts, and hats, and so much more. Until then, we appreciate you watching, and we will see you out there on the trail. Thanks. Did I do it wrong already?
Yeah.
Power Granite State.
Granite State Power.
Granite State Power. I'm gonna do it.
Granite State, so it's Granite State.
All right. And the name of the place is.
Right?
We're here
What,
at
drum roll?
Mountain View Cabins and Campground. Oh, don't go in there for now.